Chairman, before I defer to Mr. Mugridge, I will, I think hopefully each of you know, but for the public's benefit, construction was started yesterday on the Smithville Fire Station. Contractor, weather permitting, plans to build this facility 130 days, which is very aggressive, he believes, without hesitation that it will be done. Again, 130 days of good weather, so he's off to a great start. Certainly it's going to be a good facility for that area of the county. Mr. Chairman, with that, Commissioner Mugridge has an update on the Lee County Committee.
Thank you. Just want to make a December report for the Lee County Committee, the committee to assure that Lee County gets a complete census count. Our event for this month was a parade, a float in the parade, as well as a booth afterwards. I might say that Saturday the 5th was a phenomenal day in Lee County. I can't think of a better place in the world to be than Leesburg for our Christmas festival. It's just awesome. I want to thank the volunteers that secured our float. First of all, Jack Daniel Garrett, his gracious contribution of a playhouse that Jack Daniel Construction builds along with the houses that they construct. He loaned us one of his playhouses. And Jim Wright and Marshall Wilcox did what they needed to do to get it here and get it on a trailer and all. I want to thank them. The folks that decorated it were Troy Golden, Mike Sabot, Susan Sabot, Victor Stubbs, Christy Dockery, and myself. And then on parade day, Marshall Wilcox drove our tractor, and Troy, his wife Lynn, and his son Adam, and their buddy Blake Barlow rode the float for us and gave out candy and stickers. And then after the parade, they set it up as a booth, and it was worked by Troy Golden, Marshall Wilcox, Veronica Johnson, and Victor Stubbs. And all these people did it for free, and it's just phenomenal. The whole event was just incredible to see the community come out, and the churches and the organizations. It was just great, and I would just thank the Chamber wholeheartedly for the whole event. And as well as the high school administration, they also had events going on at the same time that just really kicked off the Christmas season well. I think that we got our message out. We handed out stickers as well as the flyers that you have in your packet. You can see the cost associated with those. Our total cost was $423. Our upcoming events, our biggest event, I think that will make the biggest impact will be a sign campaign. We hope to put out 500 signs in about a 6-hour period to hopefully make a real statement to the community that the census is incredibly important to every one of us. And you can see the cost associated with that. Again, we're looking at less than $2,000. And I think we'll get a real bang for our buck. Along with that, in January, February, and March, the Lee County Committee will be available for public speaking. We'll have a 5-minute speech and a 15-minute speech. So if you're aware of any groups that might be willing to listen to us for just a few minutes, we'd like to get in front of them. And again, I just can't tell you how awestruck I am with just the great volunteerism that exists in our county to improve the quality of life here. And I just really appreciate those individuals that are serving on the Lee County Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mugridge. Now we go into the public forum. We have 2 people that want to speak for 2 minutes. The first person would be Mr. Clayton.
Good evening.
I'm sorry. It's
I'm sorry, Margo.
I'm very sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. Thank you for allowing us to speak. My husband and I, Paul Clayton, are residents on the old Leslie Road. The old Leslie Road runs parallel to Highway 195. The road is in very, very bad shape. It's actually dangerous on one end, especially on the north end, it's actually dangerous because it's an incline and you slide. You can't get enough traction. This is when it rains, of course. You can't get enough traction to get up the road. There are no ditches on the side for the water to run off. As a result of that, it stands in the middle of the road. There are ruts that go all the way across the road from one side to the other, 6, 8 inches deep. Not to say what it does to the vehicles. The dash on the vehicles just rattle now because it's really bad. The road department, they've been very helpful. When I call them, they will come out and work the road. But what they do is put dirt on top of the road. When you get the rain, it just makes it muddy and slippery. I don't know who would do it, but I'd like for someone to, after a rain, to just look at the condition of the road. It's actually dangerous, because it's dangerous. It slides, it's got deep ruts in it, it's got potholes all up and down. Used to be, you could get on one side of it. You can't do that anymore because there are potholes going both ways. And, you know, the tire ruts, and if you don't stay in the tire ruts, you just end up sliding. And I mean, I'm a very experienced driver, so it's difficult for me. I mean, I've driven in terrible weather, but it's bad. And anything that could be done as far as maintenance, as far as we would love to have it paid, of course. Some of our residents were supposed to meet us here tonight, but any suggestions that you could give us as far as something that we as residents can do, anything that the county could do for the road would be greatly appreciated.
Mrs. Clayton, I'll have Public Works look into it.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be glad to. Thank you
Thank you.
for coming and speaking. Thank you. Our next speaker is Mr. Ralph Jackson. How you doing, Ralph?
Better than always. It's that time, start thinking about 3 new appointments for the water utility department. And I just want to urge you to get 3 citizens who are customers of the authority, not people who live where they live, but actual paying customers who will have a feel of what is actually going on. And I'd also like to urge you to start looking for 3 more to replace the other 3 when they come up in June. We need a whole new authority. It's Ms. Johnson attended one of the meetings a couple months ago, and I think she was a little irritated when she left. I just don't think the authority operates in the best interest of all the citizens of Lee County, and it's time for a change in staff. And I just urge you to try to find 3 citizens to replace the 3 that are available for appointment coming up in January, and try to look after those Lee County citizens.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. That concludes our meeting. We will now go to executive session.
Mr. Chairman, yes, motion to go into executive session, discuss acquisition of real estate.
I need a motion to go to executive session.
Make that motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.